man-made bicycle is about to turn 160 kilometers or 100 miles. So what broke so far? That was fast! Woohoo! From the top to the bottom, I can't really tell you what is Chinese and what is Romanian, but I can tell you one thing. The brakes are fading really fast. The brake pads are almost gone, and I have 100 miles on it. Because they are mechanical, they need constant adjustment, especially on the inside part, unlike the hydraulic ones which self-adjust. So that is one of the things that you have to know before you're buying one of these bikes. Everything else seems to be fine on the bicycle. The only Chinese guaranteed part is the motor, which is situated over here. Leaving on the side the squeaking noise that it makes, which is not internal, but it looks like it's a bearing, had a couple of issues with it that I had to fix. All these bolts got loose and they didn't have any Loctite on them. Also, these 5 or 6 bolts got loose and they had absolutely no Loctite on them. The pedals definitely move a little bit, so you could clearly see them. They have a little bit of a play. This will need to be an upgrade soon. If we come on this side, this bicycle was assembled in Romania, and this big nut over here that holds the entire motor in was definitely loose. This bolt and this bolt did not have any Loctite, and also this bolt didn't have any Loctite. Also, this bolt over here got loose. The wires are definitely exposed, so I had to fix them myself, make sure they don't get into the wheel. I'm using this bicycle for what it was intended for, which is forest riding, and I don't want to lose it. The kickstand, which was located over here, it is somewhere in my garage at home. It basically became a paperweight because it's useless. Did not help at all. It broke the first ride. The battery holds pretty well. I was not able to take this battery to its death yet. I don't have enough strength to put enough power into the torque sensor to run this motor and that battery down. The rear hub had a play in it, so I had to take the entire rear wheel off and readjust the bearing so the play went away. Same thing happened to the front bearing. As you can see, I had to re-grease it, and the front hub was loose, and you could clearly see the wheel moving in. Because of that, I couldn't adjust the brakes very well because they were always scraping. The gear shifter and the levers work pretty well for a cable shifter. So what should be your expectations when you have a $600 bicycle? Well, you're gonna become a very, very good mechanic. Once I fiddle with every little bolt on this bicycle, I've learned how to use it. I've learned how to do things to it that maybe otherwise you would never find out. And now I can trust it on the trails. Now that I feel that it's mine, because I put it together, I took every bolt out and put it back in, it just makes me feel more connected to the bicycle. When it makes a squeaking noise, I kind of like know where it's coming from. Except one. Somewhere in this motor, there is a squeaking noise that I cannot figure out where it's coming from. You can clearly see it, hear it. It only happens when I'm pushing hard sitting on the seat, but it's not the seat. I verified that. If it's light on the pedals, it doesn't do it. If it's hard on the pedals, it doesn't do it. But it has a every time I do it. And it bothers me because I can't find out why. Stay subscribed to the channel because I'm gonna definitely find out. I am writing it as it is, and if it craps on me, we will know exactly what was wrong. But until then, I can tell you one thing. 100 miles? Very happy 100 miles. This was total fun. And for the money that I spent for it, I think it's worth it. So I'll see you back at what? 200, 300, 400, 500? Nice, wide and open. like this one. Not too steep, not too shallow, just nice and fast. And a couple of turns in it. Woohoo! This is fun! This is totally fun. Ooh, that was fun.